always better on a second.
Welcome to Film.Ca TV, and this is the second of our Disney Saturday night. Or I guess it's Trivia Saturday night.
And this week,
and I just gave. Oh my gosh! You know what? We just did all this like 2 seconds ago and realized that we weren't actually live, so I'm a little flustered. This is Disney night on our trivia show for Film.Ca TV. So welcome everybody and thank you for tuning in. I understand that our slots for the game are actually full. I'm sorry for that, but obviously it's going to be a popular show tonight. But you can still play along at home. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Jeff Knoll, CEO here at Film.Ca Cinemas, and with me is my friend.
Hi, I'm Tyler Collins, and I'm the arts reporter for oakvillenews.org. And I could not be happier that you invited me to come here tonight for Disney Trivia Night.
Yeah.
Because I think it's unquestionable, we are the biggest Disney nerds in all of Oakville.
Now, I just want to explain that when we did this before, I was the biggest Disney nerd. Now we are the biggest Disney nerds. So it's sort of like Borg.
I think it's no doubt that we are the biggest Disney trivia nerds in all of Oakville.
I think that's probably absolutely correct.
Yeah. So, Jeff, tell me about some of the things you're wearing today.
So I am wearing wardrobe by shopdisney.com.
One of my favorite designers. Yeah.
So let's start right at the top. We have our Walt Disney World ears, and we have a Walt Disney World classic hoodie, and a purple classic Mickey Mouse shirt, and of course my Disney watch by Apple that doesn't want to cooperate for a second.
No, but it has the Mickey Mouse watch face.
Yes, right. It has a Mickey Mouse watch face, and he taps his. You probably can't see it. Anyway, Mickey Mouse is there, and then of course, I don't know if you can see this.
Socks.
I've got Mickey Mouse socks, so I am totally decked out and ready to go.
I've got a special shirt tonight myself. This is my Disney World custom shirt here, and it's got, you can't see it, but on the sleeves and on the back, it's got patches.
All the attractions.
The best rides.
Yeah. I think that shirt design is actually called Four Parks, One World.
Is it?
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, this was a Christmas gift.
Yeah, it's called.
I don't know where it came from.
It's from. It's a couple years. It's a design for a couple years called Four Parks, One World. Celebrating the 4 parks of Walt Disney World.
I love celebrating the parks of Walt Disney World.
Oh, me too.
I would love to go back when it is safe and we are allowed to visit once again.
Well, it's certainly on my top list of things to do when this is all over. I'm a big Disney parks fan, and you'll find my family and I there a couple times a year, actually. We have Disney Vacation Club, so we stay at a couple of favorite resorts, and it's a great place to go and hang out. But it also gives you a really good acclimatization for trivia knowledge.
Oh yes. Now we've got all sorts of Disney trivia.
We do.
Tonight, though.
Yeah.
It's not just the parks.
It's not parks. It's parks, cartoons, villains.
Villain? Oh,
yeah.
I love the Disney villains.
Villains, princesses, princes, and you said.
Movies.
Movies, of course. The movies. That's the movies. Now we have 59 questions tonight.
59 questions?
59.
It sounds like a strange number. Why do we have 59 questions tonight?
Because I deleted one by accident.
Well, you know what? I think 59 is the perfect number of questions for our friends at home to be answering tonight to see if they can come in first place.
That's right.
And win Disney trivia.
Now, I do need to point out that Tyler was a member of the audience last time. He actually won the trivia night.
Yes.
We were always, but it was a close race at the end.
It was a very tight race to the finish. I think I only won by 40 points or something like that.
It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah. There were some great opponents, and you'll notice for the game tonight, you get more points the faster you answer the question.
That's right.
Are there any other rules we need to explain for our first-time players?
There's no, this is a pretty simple game. As Tyler said, your time, so get on your response as quickly as possible. Make sure you've got your handy device, and if you're just playing along with the game, I guess you make up your own rules at home, but I guess whoever shouts out the question first wins, and whoever doesn't gets to make dinner tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. In the meantime, you know what we have to enjoy for snacks tonight?
Yes.
Look at this fine assortment of things.
This is our collection by Film.Ca, which even though we're closed for COVID, is available to you on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings through one of our food delivery apps, whether it's Skip the Dishes, DoorDash, or Uber Eats. And we've actually just started today to actually accept walk-ups. And we're open between 3 and, what time are we open until tonight? Till 9 o'clock tonight. So If you're watching and you want some
What
popcorn,
you're saying is we could order things right now?
we can order things right now. If you order, you're going to be paying a delivery fee for nothing because it's right
Okay.
over there.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, actually, if you can you pick up the popcorn there
Yeah,
for me for a
absolutely.
second? This actually, if you look at one of our delivery apps, pick up both of them if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
If you look at our delivery app, sorry for the lengthy commercial, but we have to pay the bill somehow. This is what we call a large delivery order. So it's 2 bags of popcorn. I think it's $9.75, so it's actually a pretty good value.
That's pretty good. And here's the thing, you have the best popcorn in the city.
In the
it's
city?
No doubt.
In
Absolutely.
the city? In the city?
Absolutely.
Can you
In
go
the
a little
town of Oakville.
But can we go wider than that?
It's, oh gosh. I would say Ontario.
I'll
I can't
accept
think of
that.
anywhere. I can't think of anywhere better that has better popcorn than you guys.
Thank you. And one of the big secrets is, I won't tell you all the secrets, one of the big secrets is coconut oil.
Really?
It is. It's coconut oil is one of the secrets to making our popcorn. It's not the only one, but it's one of them. And you know who else uses coconut oil in their popcorn? It's a trivia question for you.
Who else uses coconut oil and popcorn?
The Walt Disney Company.
Get out of town.
That's right. That's why you get that really great theater smell when you walk in a Disney park. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm really enjoying tonight? I have a cherry slushie,
Yes.
which I have not had in months because nowhere is selling these right now.
That's right. Yeah.
But you guys are.
And you can order those for delivery as well. And I, of course, have a
do you
Coke
got?
Zero. Okay, it's not as exciting.
That's what I missed the slushie, and I was excited that I could order one when I knew I was coming to do the show tonight.
Perfect.
But
Well, we're glad we could
now that I
accommodate.
have one, it's so much more satisfying.
So a couple matters of business before we get into the game. First of all, we have to do our safety check. And like everybody that has to do their part, we have to be socially safe here and physically
Gotta be at least
distant.
6 feet
So we
apart.
need to be 6 feet apart. You want to?
It's here. I will use my sleeve.
We're going to use the sleeve. There we go. We're just going to double check because we want everybody.
Okay, it's at
And
the edge. We're
we
6
are.
feet?
Oh, we're almost exactly 6 feet.
Perfect.
We're a tad over. So we are physically distant and respecting good COVID practices right now.
Yes.
And the second thing I wanted to mention to you is that we are in fact playing for some prizes tonight.
We have prizes tonight.
We have prizes tonight, and I want to show you some of those prizes.
You know, hold on. Maybe should we do the first few questions first?
Oh,
Let's
to
start
whet the
game.
appetite.
Exactly.
Ooh, I like
Let's
this
get
a
started
lot.
with some questions, and
Okay.
then we'll show off the prizes.
Okay, so what we're going to do, so you know, is that we are going to start the questions now. Each session is 10 questions. We'll go through all 10 questions, and then we'll pause, and we'll have a chance to talk a little bit, and then we'll start the next 10 questions and go throughout the evening. We have a couple videos to show you too about some of the things that are happening here at Film.Ca. But you know, without further ado, let's get started.
Let's start the game.
Okay, Game Master Bryn.
Oh, there's an hour-long countdown.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Perhaps we could avoid.
Wait,
There we go.
So much. That was the fastest hour. I've
Oh,
ever spent.
what are employees at Walt Disney World referred to? Actually, the entire Disney company.
That's
in
right.
fact, yeah.
Most brands of the Disney operation. There's a few select businesses they have a different title.
Yes.
About 90% are called
Blank.
this.
Yes.
What is it? So years ago, when I was a Disney cast member, that's the name.
Yep. That's
Cast
right.
member. I noticed you have a little Figment toy there.
I do.
It was Journey into Imagination at Figment at Epcot. That's where I work.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've always loved the little purple.
And what did you do when you were there? What was
I
your
was a
what
mad
was your
scientist.
That's perfect. That's like stereotyping.
It is a little bit. Now, there's a new feature we have from last week's game, I think, where we can see what percentage of people
Yeah.
chose a certain answer, so we can see what everyone guessed.
Oh, that's
96%.
wow. We have some.
We have some experts in the audience.
We have some, and that was 64 people answered, and that's right. And did you want to know? So I don't know if you know this or not, but I train our staff here at Film.Ca using principles of the Disney Institute,
The 4 Keys Basics.
the 4 Keys Basics,
Excellent.
and so we've actually adopted even some of their nomenclature. So we actually refer to our staff as cast now as well.
Oh, they're terrific cast members.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the
Let's
next
see this
question.
one. What is the name of Ursula's human alter ego?
Tiffany, Vanessa, Brittany, or Valerie?
I thought it was Bob.
It is not Bob.
Oh, okay.
That's a common misconception, but it is not Bob.
It's not Bob.
I also like how this week it's 20 seconds per question.
Yeah, we took some lessons from last
Right.
time.
So,
Okay, everybody's answers are locked and loaded.
you know what it is?
You're going to ask me to put me on the spot?
Yeah.
It's Vanessa.
Yeah, it's Vanessa. Vanessa's her human alter ego when she tries to get Prince Eric from Ariel.
Right. And let's see, what do the stats look like? Oh, wow. Oh, we are
These people know their
We
stuff.
we are amongst Disney greatness.
That's terrific.
Yeah, look at that.
It's good to be in such good company.
Yeah, Bryn, can you bring up the leaderboard? Let's see who we're playing with tonight. Brittany K.
Brittany, there's a tie for first.
Oh, that's incredible.
Brittany K and George. So Brittany is actually a friend of mine. She worked with me at Disney World years ago. We were both cast members, and she now lives in Winnipeg.
Crazy.
So we've got friends from Winnipeg playing tonight.
That's amazing.
And we would love to know in the comments too, if you're playing from somewhere outside of Oakville or even Toronto, tell us where you're playing from.
Yeah, send us a note in one of our social media channels, and we'll check it out in a few minutes.
All right, shall we move on to the next question?
We're kind of early on. Here we go.
Who is the only princess on the Disney official princess lineup who is not technically a princess?
But this is Bob.
This is this one's Bob.
This one's Bob. But
This-
it's not on the list.
No, it's not.
Oh,
no, it's
jeez.
not. Bob, of course, is not in a Disney movie. That's not a Disney princess. But you know who isn't a Disney princess is Mulan.
Mulan. That's right.
right.
She was a peasant.
She
right?
was peasant, perhaps, but she's not royalty.
Right.
And that's the status.
Well, that
gets you to
implies
be a
not
Disney
being royalty.
princess.
You can't be a peasant and royalty at the same time.
princess. No, it's. Although many Disney. Ooh.
Oh wow. Okay. So
A lot
this
of
one was a
people
little
thought
trickier.
Pocahontas. So she's technically not royalty, but as the daughter of the chief.
That kind of gives you that.
classifies.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
What? Oh, so for this one, you got to type in the answer. There's
Yes,
no options.
that's right.
What Disney villain gets mad for not being invited to a party to celebrate baby Aurora's birth? I hope this isn't too big a hint, but I'm wondering if spelling is going to count for this one.
You know, I think spelling does count. I know they give you a couple options, so I'm hoping that it's people can get that in.
Because, you know, the name Maleficent is a pretty tricky
It's
thing
not
to
an
spell.
easy name to
It's
spell.
not.
Although it's probably more.
There's
so
amazing
there's
options
quite
here.
a few options.
Maleficent, Magnificent, Malegicent, Maleficent.
The Witch. These are answers.
Merida,
So
Evil-
these are people. These are the questions that people are the answers people
Yes.
gave. Evil
Queen.
Witch.
I like Queen. That's my favorite. The Queen.
Well, it's true, kind of. 65% pick
Very
Maleficent.
good.
We are really amongst Disney greatness tonight.
We have some talented players, but it means
We
it's
do.
going to be stiff competition to see who wins.
It is okay. Let's move on, Bryn.
How many princesses are there in the official Disney princess lineup?
Not including Bob.
Not including Bob.
Not including Bob.
You know, I remember we got this question when we were doing a rehearsal earlier.
That's right.
And I got this wrong by a mistake. So this is a trick question. But I'll be curious to see how many people know. Do you remember the number?
I don't actually remember the number. I'm not great at the princess questions.
No?
No, I'm not sure why. But I'm not great at the princess. It's 12.
It is 12. I see. I thought it had been 14, which is why I guessed 15.
So tell us the 12.
All 12.
I'm going
of
to
them?
count. I'm going to count.
Okay, there's Snow White, there's Aurora, there's Jasmine, there's Belle, there's Cinderella, there's Ariel, there's Anna, there's Merida, there's Pocahontas, there's Tiana, Rapunzel. Who am I forgetting? Moana. There you go.
That
There's
was
12.
that was really impressive.
There's 12 princesses.
I doff my ears to you. I'm not on
Okay.
camera,
Yes,
but I'm
if
doffing
we were
my
not
ears.
so far apart, I would accept your fine gift.
I wasn't giving you the ears. I was
Oh, I see.
doffing. It was simply a doffing.
All right.
Okay, so 51 of you got that correct for 65%. That's pretty impressive once again. Okay, here we go. Disney legend.
Who voices Ariel in The Little Mermaid? This woman, I mean, all four names on the screen are talented actors.
They are.
Fabulous artists, performers, but only one of them voiced Ariel.
That's right.
And she's done a lot of charitable work for Disney too.
She has, particularly recently.
Yeah.
She's been out a lot recently, and it's been very impressive. And of course, the answer is, drum roll please, Jodie Benson.
Jodie Benson.
Judy Benson.
She, the other animated character she does for Disney, she is Barbie in the Toy Story movies.
I didn't know that.
She's Barbie in the Toy Story films. Oh, a lot of people knew this one.
Yeah.
I
Well,
do
I-
like how two people guessed it was Julia Roberts.
Yeah, but I mean, she is so front and center now.
Right.
She's everywhere, and you know what? I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's one of the videos that Disney released recently was for COVID, because they've been releasing a series of
That's right. I've
performers
seen some of
live.
these online.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's one of them that came out.
She did the stay-at-home sing-along special.
That's right. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
One of my favorite ones is the Dapper. Did you see the Dapper Dans
I
doing
love
their
it.
Zoom?
Yes.
Doing their Zoom. That
That's
was fun.
amazing.
It was fun.
All right, let's move on to question 7. Ooh, before setting on Anaheim, in which city did Walt Disney originally intend to build Disneyland? Burbank, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Ventura.
Now, this is actually a really interesting question because when they moved on to want to build a second park, which became ultimately Walt Disney World,
Right.
do you know that Niagara Falls was one of the considered locations?
I think I knew that,
Could
but
you
I'd
imagine it?
forgotten it.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that have been something? It
would have been
Could have been
something.
an hour away.
Could have been an
Could
hour
have been
away.
right around the corner.
Yeah,
but
but
what city did they actually consider for Disneyland?
Burbank.
Burbank.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's where the studio is.
And I think that's why they were considering that, because I think originally, if I remember my history correctly, it's because I think Walt had originally thought he would have it on the back lot of his Hyperion studio.
And it could be a connected tourist attraction.
Yeah, exactly. But
This one, look though, tripped up a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure that's not that common. That's not common knowledge as much as
Good
the
insider
number
fact, though.
as the number of princesses.
Oh, wow. The tallest buildings at Disney World are how many feet tall? Oh, I got to think about this.
Well, I know this one.
Do you?
Yep.
I would love to. So, maybe since the timer is starting to come down, would you like to tell us what is the tallest building at Disney World?
199 feet.
Is it the Tower of Terror?
No, it's actually
No?
not. It's. I think it's. I don't want to give the answer because I think it's a question later on.
So it is 190. Oh, is it?
I think I saw it in the list
Oh,
of
okay,
questions, so
so
I don't
wait.
want to give it away. And if it's not, then I will tell
Okay,
you.
we'll come
but
back.
do you want to know why? Do you know why it's 199 feet?
Why is it 199 feet?
Because at 200 feet, FAA regulations in the United
Yes,
States
they
would
have to have a
require
light on
they'd
the
have to have lights for airplane crash collision. So when they made the decision, they wanted to keep it just under. Oh, look at that!
Yes, a lot of people thought it was C, 212.
Yeah. But yeah, it's in order. So Cinderella Castle, they felt that a medieval castle wouldn't have a flashing red light, and so as a result, they kept it under the 200 feet.
All right, let's see question 9. Which was Walt Disney's favorite scene from a Disney princess movie? When Aurora wakes up in Sleeping Beauty, the frog turning back into a prince, Cinderella's dress transformation, or when Ariel marries the prince? Now, of these 4, which is your favorite?
It's the same as Walt's, frankly. It's let's just wait till it comes up.
I agree with you. I think all 3 of us share it.
Yeah. Cinderella's dress
Cinderella's dress.
transformation, and I think the reason is that it's such an amazing scene. Like it's such an incredible work of animation. That was all hand-drawn animation
And
back
for
in those days.
1952, some of the effects they got on the camera. It's
Unbelievable.
Really great
so I can understand why Walt liked it, and you know, from a film producer guy that appreciates this stuff. I mean, everybody appreciates the quality of that, but watching that sequence, it's mind-blowing they were able to achieve that at that time. I mean, now the folks at Sheridan, call out the Sheridan folks. Hey, everybody.
Sheridan team.
Yeah. The folks at Sheridan, the animators there, they could bang that thing out. Not that it's easy, but it's a lot easier than that.
They
that
make
certainly
it look
was.
easy.
They make it look easy. That's
make it look
correct.
easy.
Yes. So
77%.
77%. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to our last question of the first session.
Oh, what does the enchanted cake in Brave turn Merida's mother into?
Ooh, I don't know this. Do you know this?
Yeah, oh yeah. But
Okay.
if you see the movie, it's a pretty big plot point that all of a sudden Queen Eleanor turns into an animal by accident that Merida then has to fix.
Can I guess? Owl.
Owl? It's not an owl.
Not an owl?
It is a bear.
Oh, okay. Oh, I remember the bear.
Bear.
I remember the bear in the movie.
That's
Okay.
right. The original title of this movie was The Bear and the Bow.
Oh.
Before Brenda Chapman came on as director, and they renamed it.
That's awesome. That's great.
All right.
I've only seen Brave, I think just once, and it was. I don't even. For whatever reason, that movie didn't imprint on me. Although I enjoyed it, it's just one of those movies that maybe the circumstances right, probably in this theater right here.
It's good, but not my favorite Pixar movie.
I enjoyed it.
Good.
I enjoyed it, but it just didn't imprint on me as much. So I didn't memorize all those sequences.
Shall we take a look at the leaderboard?
Let's look at the leaderboard, Bryn.
This is my favorite part when we get to see who's winning. Jordan has taken it over, but it's 6
but not by
points.
much.
It's 6 points between Jordan and Brittany.
Hey, Jordan, send us a note and let us know where you're playing from and who you're playing with, if you don't mind.
Wow.
We'd just be curious. And so.
Pickle Team. There's some great nicknames. Ariel and the Other Man.
Ariel and the Other Man, I think, played last time, too. I remember that name from last time. Oh, look at Ryan now. That's a unique name.
I would like to shout out whoever is currently in last place.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is playing?
Taco Bell with an E.
Tim from Burloak Theater.
Oh, awesome. Hey, Tim. I miss you.
The co-host last week.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast in 7.
Mickey Mouses.
And Nicole. Nicole with 32 points. Nicole, we love you. Thanks for playing.
But move on up.
Yes, please answer more questions.
There's lots of questions still yet to come. The Hedgehogs. That's a great name.
Look at this. All right, now while we're on a quick break between the questions, what are some of the prizes we have?
Well, Tyler, let me tell you what we have in our prize cabinet. So we have a number of things. We have, and some of them are kind of crowded over here, so I'm just going to do some shifting around. I'm going to tell you about this a little bit later. Here, I'm going to put this down here.
Oh, I'm excited to talk about what those plaques are.
Yeah, they're very cool. So from a prize, well, let's show what you brought first of all.
Yeah.
Tell us about this prize.
So this is from my personal poster collection, and having been a movie reporter for the last 8 years, I get a lot of collectible stuff. So this is a limited edition Incredibles 2 poster from my personal collection I am donating as a prize for first place tonight. So there will be other things, of course, but its first place is getting this one out of the poster vault in my own home.
Okay.
So I think that was one that were only issued to people who went to a special screening the week before Incredibles came out.
Cool trade, the trade screening.
Yeah.
Okay, we also have this is a Haunted Mansion prize pack. So in Disney World and Disneyland, and actually a number of the other Disney parks around the world,
right.
Haunted Mansion is one of the most popular attractions. And this is it's Madame Leota themed. So we have Madame Leota Mickey ears, and we have a Madame Leota dish towel. So
it's kind of hard to see maybe from the camera, but there's also some of the floating musical instruments.
Yeah, from the holographic.
From the ride
yeah.
itself, and that are on top of the ears there.
So this is a prize, and it's inscribed with 1313.
The address.
The address, yep. So that's a dish towel and the Madame Leota Mickey Mouse ears, and this is a super cool prize. This is. I'm not sure what these are called, but it's kind of like a box set, or I think back when I was in school they were called jackdaws.
What are those?
Well, what it is it's Mickey Mouse. It's from D23, which is the Mickey Mouse fan club.
Of course.
And inside the box is a number of really cool things. There's a poster, and it is Building Mickey. I don't want to damage it, but it's a very cool poster. There's vintage stickers, the reproductions, of course. So this was Walt Disney Productions sticker. You would find this on like equipment cases around the studio and such. What's really neat is in here we have some of the original storyboards. And this storyboard is actually from, I think it's from...
cool.
I don't know what movie this is from, actually. I recognize it.
Is it from one of the short films?
It is one of that. Oh, this is Steamboat Willie. Oh, Steamboat Bill. Oh, that's the name of the song.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what this is. This is from Steamboat Willie. That's very cool. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then there's
can I join in and play? I want to win this.
And look at this. This is I don't think this is an original, but this is a cell. So it's not an actual original cell, but it's a collectible cell.
From the band concert.
It's from the band concert. That's right. It's very good. And there's a number of other things. There's an autographed Mickey Mouse picture. Here is a printed. This is a pattern from back in the. So Disney. When Walt was trying to figure out how to merchandise and make some money, because he went bankrupt, right? And when they came back, they really were trying to find ways to make money to make the new studio successful. So they merchandised the heck out of Mickey, and this really hadn't been done before. So there was Mickey on everything: watches, lunch boxes, and this is a Mickey Mouse dress pattern, so that somebody could make a Mickey Mouse outfit for their child or maybe for themselves. Here's a picture. This is a very iconic picture of Walt with a lot of Mickeys. What do we have?
That's an amazing box set.
This is a really amazing box set. So there's a whole bunch of things. There's some sketches. There's Mickey. And
That's it. Can we swap that out to be first prize?
We
this
could.
is a lot cooler than the than a single poster.
aircraft worker. This is from World War II.
Wow, that's a
And
pretty amazing first prize.
it's a pretty cool thing. This is a calendar that actually went out, Christmas card that went out to all the theaters and distributors across the country. I don't know what year this was. Let's see. 1948. Now again, these are, don't get too worried that these are somehow originals. These are reproductions, but
Still, that's a pretty great gift box.
yeah, there's a nice frameable picture of Mickey, looking very dapper. Anyway, there's a number of things here. I'm not going to go through it all. There's all kinds of things here.
Some amazing
Yeah,
souvenirs.
it's a lot of fun. And this is there's no actual record in here, but this was from the 45 that was released from Sorcerer's Apprentice
from Fantasia.
with Leopold Stravinsky, right? So that's the I guess now the first prize. And
that I think that has to be. That's amazing.
this is a fun little package. And so yeah, those are our prizes, and we hope that you appreciate those. That we're not just handing out passes tonight, the run-of-the-mill passes like we did last week. We actually have some real special items tonight.
You know what? I think the movie passes are still a pretty good prize.
They are.
I can't wait to come back and see a movie inside here.
Me too.
And not just stand outside the door and.
Yeah.
No, the slushies aren't bad.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that's interesting is one of the first movies. I think the first movie that's officially on the schedule, depending on when lockdown's over, is Tenet.
Right, and that's July 17th.
I think in that vicinity. That's right, and it could change a little bit. But Mulan, of course, the big Disney epic, the non-animated Mulan.
That's going to be terrific.
No stone dragons with Eddie Murphy's voice in this one.
No, indeed not.
Although that is my single favorite Eddie Murphy performance ever.
it?
Yeah, I thought he was awesome in that.
I think the whole
role.
cast of that movie is pretty good.
It is a very good cast.
You know what? All these facts. I think it's time to get back to some questions.
I think you're absolutely right. So let's move on and start with question number 11. Good luck, everybody.
Which word is not a part of the famous Walt Disney quote, "Here you leave today and enter the world of blank,
blank, and blank." You know where this is inscribed?
This is on a plaque in Town Square?
Nope, it's as you're going through from the main ticketing area through under
the railroad station.
Under the railroad station. So
railroad
the two pedestrian entrances, or as Walt originally declared those to be, their entrances to the theater, because the entire performance is the park, is a show.
So,
and even as you walk through, so that's the opening credit. As you walk through those tunnels, there's posters as if they were coming attractions, and then you smell the popcorn as you walk in.
That's magnificent.
It's a theatrical experience.
That's a great design.
Yeah.
So the answer is magic.
It is.
Jeff, can you tell us what is the actual quote?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's those three words. It's fantasy.
The world of yesterday.
Fantasy and tomorrow, I think it is.
Fantasy and tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe somebody could look it up.
Yeah.
Maybe use your Googler and send us a Facebook or social media question or message. And help us understand that.
So let's go on to question 12, and then maybe I'll take a look and
see what you got.
See if people.
Oh, here's an iconic one. What type of dish did Lady and the Tramp share?
Oh, that's easy. It was a plate. It was a plate. The food
was
on a plate.
You are absolutely right.
They shared it on a
ding,
plate.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. First prize to Tyler.
What do you... And of course, there was food on that plate.
There was food on that
plate.
But
we all
the
know.
food was spaghetti and meatballs. Yes. Oh. What's the name of the restaurant?
Tony's.
Tony's, that's right.
Of course.
Everybody got it right.
An excellent everybody?
Pretty
Almost
much.
everybody.
Almost everybody.
Yes.
Eggplant Parmesan.
No, that's... So imagine what Lady and the Tramp would have said if they'd been presented eggplant for dinner.
I mean...
They probably would have just left and
They probably would have bit them.
Well, they weren't going to bite the eggplant.
That's true. Nobody chose pizza.
No. You know who has great pizza, though? Zuzu's Pizza.
Oh, what a great segue.
Exactly. And right here for order that you can order right now.
That's right. You can order right now. You can have it delivered to your home, or you can pick it up. Zuzu's Pizza.
Holy.
What's that?
My goodness, we've had 160 comments.
Oh my gosh.
So far.
Let's pause and read them all.
No, goodness. Let's go to question 13.
Okay, question 13. Question 13. What does the evil queen request that the huntsman bring back from Snow White after taking her into the woods? That's easy. Coke Zero.
That's.
Oh, that's what I would have requested.
I like how some people are trying to answer the questions in the comments by putting in a single letter to guess what the answer is. If you're not, if you are playing, please don't write it in the comments because you're probably not getting points for it.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
But there's a lot of people who are watching that are not able to play.
So in that case, please, of course, send us your answers.
For heart, of course, yes.
It's a little gruesome, but
it's a little gruesome.
It's also what could have been in the movies and cartoons in 1937 was a little different than today, perhaps.
Yep. Well, I mean, keep in mind that Disney wasn't necessarily making movies just for children back in the day.
I'm having a hard time reading all the comments coming in.
Okay.
But I will figure this out. I will somehow, so we can read the things you've been sending to us. But in the meantime,
let's go on to number 14.
I
love this. This is a great character. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the movie Tangled, what is the name of Rapunzel's chameleon best friend?
And I'll give you one hint. It's not Bob.
It's not. No, of course, Bob is one of the princesses.
Bob is one of the princesses.
Rapunzel is a princess.
That's true.
But of course, we're talking about the little green chameleon who hides in the paintings.
That's right.
Named after a very famous painter. The name, of course, is...
Pascal.
Not
Pasquale.
There's some Picasso, a good guess, though.
Raphael. No,
Charmed.
that's Raphael's from the... what's it called? The Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles,
yeah.
I like Charmed, Bud, Sherb, Spurt, Jojo, Come On, Queen. These are fantastic guesses. 48% of people said Pascal. That's magnificent.
That's amazing, yeah.
Let's go on to question 15.
What is the name of the first movie ever filmed at Disney World?
Oh, wow.
I actually know this.
I don't.
And the way I learned this, I was actually on a Keys to the Kingdom tour, and they were actually.
That's one of the backstage tours.
It's one of the backstage tours, which I will point out. Not that I make no commission from Disney. That is such a fun tour. It's so worth it.
So what's the answer?
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
I know it doesn't.
Really?
Yeah. Well, hold on. We'll make sure I'm right first. There you go.
It's Ernest Saves Christmas.
Yeah, they're not what you think that they would be. I mean, the Mickey Mouse Club was filmed at Hollywood Studios, the remake of it, and there were several movies and TV shows filmed at Hollywood Studios, but this was the first one ever to be filmed at Disney World. And,
wow.
Yeah.
That was a great...
They think Tomorrowland, yeah.
Because of the land. But
Tomorrowland is almost entirely a digital film.
That's right.
I mean, it's so heavily composited. But it's a good guess, though, when you think of Tomorrowland being one of the lands. Okay, let's move on. What is the name of the secret club inside of New Orleans Square?
So I have had the great fortune of actually attending this.
No way.
So I had lunch there with some family who used to live in California.
Oh, wow.
So I got in for lunch when I was 16.
Must be a very wealthy family.
So they weren't members. They were invited.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Because we were from out of town, they just booked a table so all of us could go.
Nice.
So I've been on the waiting list here since that day when I was 16 to Club 33.
Really?
And I expect it's going to take 30 years to get to the top of the wait list.
Now, Club 33 is now available also at Disney World.
Mm-hmm. Although it's just as exclusive.
It's just as exclusive, but there's one in each of the parks. I don't know if there's one in... is there one in Magic Kingdom or in...
There's one in Tokyo, but there's only 3 installations so far. There's Tokyo, there's Florida.
No, but there's Florida, but I'm saying I think it's not in all 4 parks in Florida, is it? It's just in 3.
No, it's just...
I know it's in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
There's one in, I believe there's one in Epcot, and there's definitely one in Hollywood Studios.
I think it's just Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
No, Hollywood Studios for sure.
Really?
Yeah, Hollywood Studios for sure. And I believe it's above the Brown Derby in Hollywood Studios.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm almost positive. Maybe somebody could, if somebody knows, then let us know on social media.
I have found the comments.
Oh, good.
So now I can read all of these and see what great things people have been saying. All right, in the meantime, let's go to 17. On the Matterhorn, we see the abominable snowman. What was he nicknamed by the Imagineers? Harold, Bumble, Yeti, Walt.
Or Bob.
Or Bob.
Now we're down to
a lot of people are...
Now the answer is Harold. Bumble is from what was that Rankin Bass cartoon? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes.
He was a bumble.
But Harold is the correct
Harold is the
answer.
correct one.
Yeah.
And Harold has never properly worked. I don't know if you know that or not. Harold is an incredible animatronic device, and it has just never properly worked. It failed almost immediately. They repaired it a couple times, and everybody that I've talked to, seems to think that Harold is just never coming back. He's there, but he doesn't, because originally he would swing down
Right.
and try to grab you. But anyway,
Not anymore.
sorry, Harold. No
All right,
bumble.
question 18. What is the one area of Disney World where you won't find any restrooms? That's a funny question.
I actually know this again from the tour I took.
Keys to the Kingdom tour?
Yeah.
I see some people would like to order from Skip the Dishes, but they need their phone to play trivia. You can also order online, I think.
You can use
also
your
call
computer.
the theater directly.
You can call us directly if you want at 905-338-632. And I think it's Liberty Square. Let's see if that's the answer.
It is
Liberty Square. Yeah. You pick up some great insider information.
Under
Yeah.
the sea, the no potty zone, Liberty Square.
Well, actually, the parking lot's true.
Yeah.
Well, in a way.
Parking, I suppose. I hope no one's using the bathroom in the parking lot. That'd be very un-Disney-like behavior.
It would be, yeah.
There's
there's a lot of choices. Tomorrowland, no, there's definitely washrooms. There's futuristic bathrooms in Tomorrowland.
we have some friends from Niagara Falls playing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We have friends in Winnipeg, like we said.
Yep.
A lot of people who want to go back to Disney World.
Oh, I certainly do.
Tim loves your socks.
Oh, great. Thanks, Tim.
Yes.
You can't have them.
We have folks from Stratford, Ontario playing. We have a couple friends from Burloak Theatre Group playing tonight.
Hey, Burloak, yay.
We have I just missed the name. Jordan is playing. Diana is playing. Jess is playing. Someone asked if they can play trivia. Yes, you are allowed to play trivia. Would you like to play more? We have another question. It's right now.
Yeah. Hey, but before we go to the next question, I do have a shout out.
Oh, who's that?
It is, where is it here? Megan is on the stream.
Is this Megan Lacey?
I believe so.
Is it? I hear it's her birthday.
It's her birthday today.
Happy
We want to say happy
Megan.
birthday to Megan. And
Oh, it's on Monday.
it's on Monday.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early
Megan.
birthday. Tyler, take it away.
Happy birthday to you. You know what? Actually, I have a better one. I have another birthday song just
Okay.
for you, Megan. Ready?
Okay, go for it.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
That was brilliant.
Thank
you. Here.
That's for you, Megan.
I'm going to give you a round of applause.
Yes, thanks for joining us for birthday Disney trivia.
That's right.
How many bricks were used to construct Cinderella Castle?
Ah.
None, 10,000, 50,000, over 10 million.
Now, Cinderella Castle is the one in Disney World.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. It's not A. Oh, unless, wait a minute.
It's A. Cinderella Castle is built out of fiberglass.
There are no bricks.
That's right.
It's all painted.
It's all pretend.
Wow. I was saying, there's no way it can be not.
No, it's not. There's no bricks. It looks really good.
It
there's
looks
lots of
very
bricks. Yeah,
convincing,
yeah,
but it's
absolutely.
you're right. It's
Yeah.
all fiberglass.
It's all fiberglass, yeah. Structural steel
Yeah.
and fiberglass. If you watch any of the making of videos,
Wow.
there's a rumor. I love Disney rumors, other than the fact that Disney's head is frozen somewhere.
Oh.
And there's a movie about that, actually. Somebody made a really campy movie. It's actually very funny. But one of the rumors is that Disney Castle is actually a series of pieces, like a Lego set, and that when there's a hurricane, they'll take all the pieces and store them somewhere. I don't want to say where because it's a question that comes up later on, I think. And I mean, this is great rumors, but yeah, it's if you knock on it, you feel it doesn't have that consistency of brick.
Brick.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we have one more question this round. How long was Genie stuck in the lamp? Oh, it's his first line as the genie in the
That's
movie.
right.
But how long was he stuck in there?
And you know why he was stuck in the lamp? It was the original COVID 1.
Oh. Well, he was self-isolating.
He was self-isolating, yes.
He was
But he didn't
self-isolating
have
on the
2
lamp.
meters.
No, but then someone touched it, right?
That's right.
It was contact,
That's
and
right.
you had to come out and say, stop!
No gloves, no mask.
Aladdin, you're not
Yeah.
social distancing.
That's right.
And of course, 10,000 years gives you such
Such a crick in the neck. Yeah, that's a great line.
That might be my favorite moment all day. That was very satisfying.
That's right.
I'm so sorry for the one person who did not guess 10,000 years.
10 years.
Everybody else got it.
10 years could be the length of COVID-19.
I hope not.
I hope not,
no,
too.
I need to come back to the movies.
Me too.
You know what else I need? I need to see the leaderboard. It's Brittany and Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
Still neck and neck.
Donald Duck is on their tail though.
That's amazing. Brittany and Jordan, there's 17 questions correct both so far. And look, they're still within 55 points of each other.
Wow.
Wow. But I wonder, I'm curious again to see who is at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, but let's not mention the person on the bottom of the list.
No, we're happy they're playing still.
Well, we're happy they're playing, but we don't want to. We want to give them a chance to move up above the bottom of the list.
Yes, they will find their way. They can go the distance.
They can. I have a feeling Nicole may not be playing anymore.
No, that is possible too. But there's 81 contestants now, so somebody didn't play for round 1 and has now joined in.
Yeah.
And has answered more questions.
That's good. I'm sort of sad there's only 81 players because I know there was more than 100 people who wanted to play tonight, and I mean maybe going forward, if people could remember that when if you're not going to play, don't sign
Please
up.
don't sign up.
Don't sign up because there's a lot of disappointed people. Before we started the show, there was over 60 people who were trying to get in. So anyway, on that note, I want to tell you a little bit about something.
What's that?
You're a movie reviewer, and you're going to get a chance to review a new movie very soon.
Yes, there's a documentary that's coming up
That's
that I
right.
get to review very soon, and I'm quite excited to see it.
So I want to tell you a bit about it. It's called One Pandemic Day, and it's actually, now you know this, but others may not know this. I actually, in addition to being a movie theater operator and a local politician and a Disney nerd, I'm also a film producer. And so I've produced a number of TV shows and films and short films. Right now, I'm in the midst of producing a documentary about the pandemic. And it may be, it may not be, I'm not sure, but I'm going to claim it for the moment, the first physically distant documentary. And what we did, actually, I'm going to show you a little trailer in just a second. What we did in this documentary is, first of all, it's not a documentary filled with facts and figures about epidemiology and.
This is just footage people filmed themselves.
It's all about one
home.
pandemic day, and
Right.
we asked people from across the town of Oakville to document their day, their one pandemic day, and show us how they coped, how they were dealing with their children, what home education looked like, what working from home looked like. And there's funny things and there's sad things and there's everything in between. And we're so close to having it ready. The director and one of Bryn's and my co-producers, Mikkel Vray, is hard at work editing, and we have a cut that we're watching right now. We're really looking forward to showing it. We're going to show it online. It'll be available on the Vimeo platform. It is going to be VOD, so there'll be a fee to watch it, and the fee is being charged to help raise money to help sustain our business while we're closed with very little revenue. So anyway, Bryn, can we watch the trailer for One Pandemic Day, please?
Hi, this is your mayor, Rob Burton, and this is a day in a pandemic.
Hi there, it's Jeff Knoll, and it's 6:50 a.m. I am the CEO at Film.Ca Cinemas, and I'm a town and local councillor here in Oakville.
We're just going to be getting up and starting our day.
I don't know how this is going to work out with everybody in. Hi!
Today, I put on makeup. I probably haven't done that in 3 weeks.
It's mostly just like binge watching Netflix and Disney Plus.
So this is another ritual after my walk and get some breakfast.
And we're back from the trailer. So you saw that we had a number of people from the community. Oh, it didn't. Apparently,
the trailer didn't finish?
The trailer didn't finish.
So, Jeff, if we wanted to see the trailer, where's a place we can go and watch it?
You can watch it on any of our social media, and we're going to have it up on the. Really?
What?
How do you know? Is that Facebook?
Now we're back. We're back.
Oh dear.
We're back?
We're back and we're live. This is live. This is live video stream, folks. Anything can happen.
This is nothing like being live on television.
No.
Or on computers.
That's right.
Or on phones. Or in people's Google Glasses.
So you may have seen part of the trailer, or you may have seen all of the trailer, but I guess what you did see is you would have seen people like the mayor of Oakville participating in it. Pam Damoff, the MP, is participating in it. I'm in it.
If we didn't see the full trailer, where could we go to watch it?
Any of our social media feeds. It's on Facebook, it's on YouTube, I believe it's on Twitter, and we'll make sure that we get it up on our website as well soon. And we don't have a release date yet, but it will be soon.
I can't wait to watch it.
It's going to be. I can't say anything to do with the pandemic is fun, but as fun as you can have during a pandemic, this was a ton of fun.
I think it'll be a great way to see what local people have been up to, but also a way of creating art in a time when it's kind of hard to do that.
That's right, and people just use their smartphones and their iPads or their tablets, and I think we had one fellow that used a DSLR. It was just a whole range of things. So you've got a range of quality. Some are horizontal, some are vertical. So it's going to be very cool, and we're really looking forward to it.
Right.
One pandemic day.
There are two things I've got a hankering for. One is some more of this delicious cherry slushy.
Okay.
But two, question number 21.
That's it. Let's go to question number 21, Bryn.
Which animal was on the end of Mary Poppins' umbrella in the 1964 film?
That's a really good year, by the way.
It is?
It's a very good year.
Is there any other special events that happened in that year, Jeff?
I had my debut.
You had your debut.
In Port Colborne, Ontario.
Well, this is one of my favorite props, and one of my favorite souvenirs from Disney theatricals is a mock of Mary Poppins' umbrella,
right,
with a parrot
head,
with a parrot head on the handle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the correct answer.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
A parrot.
There's always that moment where you go, I know this answer. You go, I want to make sure I'm right, because it could have been cat.
It would have. Well, I'm the one who thought there was bricks on Cinderella Castle.
That's true.
10
That's true.
ago,
That's
so
true. That's true. Oh, most of our players knew this as well.
Oh well, it's such a great movie.
Yeah.
Everyone
Question
loves Mary
22.
Poppins. Rocket rods replaced what Disneyland attraction in 1998? Space Mountain, the Astro Orbiter, the Speedway, and the People Mover.
Wow, I don't know this.
Oh, this is one of my favorite California facts, because this attraction. Now, I'll wait till the timer goes out to give the fact. So this attraction only stayed open for 2 years because it was plagued with technical problems.
Oh, that's it was called Rocket Rods originally?
Rocket Rods was the fast-paced version of the People Mover.
Right.
And it was the same track, but because there was such tight curves from a slow-moving ride first, the cars had to speed up and then slow down on the turn and speed up, and so it broke down.
Yeah, I remember seeing archival video of us cast members going out there and actually having to jostle them,
manually push them.
I didn't know it was called Rocket Rods. That's a fascinating fact. I learned something. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, and so, apparently so did a lot of other people.
Which one of these songs is not from The Little Mermaid? I love The Little Mermaid. I think it's got one of the best song catalogs of any Disney movie. It's so many of them are so iconic and so catchy. And
You want to know a fun fact of a Little Mermaid?
What's a fun fact about
Our producer Bryn, who just happens to be my daughter as well, she was terrified of Ursula the Witch.
Really?
Yeah, we went to see that movie at a movie theater. I can't remember which one it was, but it was in North Etobicoke, and she literally hid under the seat.
Under the seat.
Under the seat.
Under the seat.
And
Children
86% of
are
people,
so scary.
86% of people knew that it was a whole new world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, from Aladdin.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Disney World was designed so that guests are never more than how many steps away from a trash can? This is one of the neat things that they designed and researched because they wanted to see how long people would hold garbage before they would give up and just throw it on the ground. So
Right.
by placing it at this distance,
That's right.
they would minimize the amount of trash on the ground, so guests would help keep it clean. That distance, I believe, is 30 steps.
You are right. It is 30
It's
steps.
30 steps.
It is 30 steps. And I know that from my Disney Institute training.
Yeah.
And do you know who originally came up with this whole idea?
That was Walt Disney.
This was
wasn't
an
it?
original. That's right.
That was one of Walt's ideas when
Yeah.
he was designing the original layout.
Because his big thing about building that park was that he always, on Daddy's Day, he took his two daughters and they would always go
the carousel.
That's right. And he just hated it because it was so dirty and grungy and there's garbage all over the place and the staff weren't friendly. So that's what his inspiration of Disneyland was. And one of the most important things to him was that it was impeccably clean. And to this very day, all the Disney parks are impeccably clean.
All staff are still, all the cast members are trained.
All still custodians.
They're trained, but all cast members are trained to scoop, which
That's
is
right.
a technique of how to pick up garbage. Who is Donald Duck's girlfriend? Bob? I think it's Bob.
Bob. That's right.
Bob Duck.
Bob Duck.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
Yes. I'm surprised Darkwing Duck is not one of the options. No, Daisy.
Daisy.
Duck.
Yep. Oh wow, 100%.
100%.
Well done.
Good
well
job,
done.
you.
Well
you
done.
Player.
You player.
Specifically you who got it right.
That's a pretty impressive score.
That's a very, oh yeah. Well, everybody, Daisy Duck. Oh, what is hidden inside Disneyland Fire Station? Hint, Disneyland, this is the California Fire
That's
Station.
right.
Of the original park. Is it a speakeasy, Club 33, an apartment, or a pet kennel? This is one of the details that always makes me sad because
It is. Yeah.
What is above the fire station is of course the apartment, which used to be Walt Disney's.
That's right.
And still the lamp at the windowsill that can be seen by the guests walking by. They leave it on as a reminder that even though Walt is gone,
That's right.
he's still there.
Because that was what happened during the day. The lamp was on when Walt was in the park, and he was there a lot. He drove his board crazy. Actually, I remember reading one of the books, the biographies I read. His board was just beside themselves because they wanted him to be producing his amazing movies
And not
and not at the park because he was like a big kid, of course, and so he wanted to be there. And the original plan was they were going to build, instead of above the fire station in Walt Disney World, they were going to build it in Cinderella Castle. And there actually is an apartment in Disney, and it's not the Dream Suite.
Right, no.
It's now being used as a communication center. It's where if you call Disney World, that's where they answer the phone.
Oh,
It was what was going to be the apartment. And of course, Walt was deceased, but it was going to be for Walt's family and for Roy and the rest of them.
Well, 43% knew it was the apartment.
Yeah.
But what year did Disneyland open in California? Great classic Disney fact.
It is.
Or the original park.
Not a big spread of time here
No,
either.
so it's this one you got to know it.
You got to know it.
Or just get lucky and guess it, which is. I mean, there's no shame in this kind of game too, because if you guess it,
no, it's
right,
just for fun, and it's about learning too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's now the year, of course, when Disneyland opened.
1955.
1955.
That's right.
Do you know the date?
No, I don't.
July 17th, 1955 is the opening day of Disneyland.
I know lots of lore
Yeah.
about the opening day, like somebody counterfeited tickets.
And people's shoes sinking into the asphalt.
Yeah,
It was so hot.
and there was a
and
big
set-
strike on it. There was a plumber strike on at the time, and the plumbers union said you can have one thing. You can have drinking fountains or toilets.
They picked toilets.
They picked toilets.
Smart move.
Yeah,
Question 28.
I think Bryn's trying to make us move faster by making the questions go faster.
Well, that's probably, we do talk a lot.
We do talk a lot.
We are two talkative people, but also it's we don't often get to swap facts like
I love this fact.
that. So I'm looking at the choices. I don't know.
It's A. And I'll tell you the story.
What?
Yeah. So John Lennon and Yoko Ono were staying at the Polynesian, and when the lawyers were negotiating the final dissolution agreement for the Beatles, and they were sent over by courier for his signature.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to know another interesting fact? Another famous fact?
Yeah, sure.
You've heard the famous Richard Nixon? I am not a crook.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually said in the Contemporary Hotel in the Convention Center because he was being assailed at the time over the whole Watergate thing.
Wow.
And so that quote came from a speech
Contemporary
at the
resort
Contemporary
in
Resort.
Florida.
Yeah.
What was the first Mickey Mouse cartoon with sound? That is, I remember we both got a little tripped on this.
We
but
did.
We did get the correct answer.
That's right.
Eventually.
Yes.
But was it Mickey's Rival, The Band Concert, Ye Olden Days, or Steamboat Willie?
Okay, hold on. I can't whistle like
No, that was great.
That's okay. Steamboat Willie, of course.
It's a great theme. I would have joined you, except I definitely can't whistle.
You can't whistle?
No,
I can
and
barely
it
whistle.
sounds more like spitting, and I don't think that's such a great idea.
It's not a good COVID activity.
No, it is
Yeah.
not. It's
It's a good thing we're 6 feet apart.
It is.
Yeah. Let's move on to 30.
30th is the last one of the round. In the animated film, Cinderella's glass slipper fell off which foot? Hers? It fell off her foot, didn't it?
I think it fell off her
It
foot.
fell off
Yes.
Cinderella's
Well
foot.
done. You win the prize.
Cinderella's. Oh, that's great.
That's right.
Is my prize more cherry slushy?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great.
I have no clue. I absolutely do not know the answer to this question. I'm going to guess
I believe it's her right foot.
her right foot.
I think right is right. No, it's the
No,
left.
it's wrong. You had
left?
a 50-50 shot.
Shot, and I got it wrong.
How did our viewers? Oh wow.
So 55%
There's
said
some
left.
serious Disney fans
But wait
here.
a second. Hold on. 55 said left. 28 said right. What did the other 17% of people say? What other
Ooh.
foot is there? What other answer did they give?
That's a really good question.
All right, let's see. Brittany is still in the lead, and a bigger lead. Whoa, she's jumped up about 300 points.
Yes.
And she's got 27 out of the 30 questions so far correct. That's amazing.
I recognize some names from our social media feed, like Shayla.
Yes. There's
Pin Pals.
Yes, I've gotten some more comments here, and I've got my friend Taryn is playing from Ottawa and telling me a little about her favorite and least favorite Disney movies. So far, the only one she seems not to like is Ernest Saves Christmas.
Well, I can understand that.
It's not my favorite movie either, but it's.
Now, I mean, it's the fact is that it was the first movie shot
Right.
there, but it certainly wasn't the best.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I've seen bathtub film that were better than Ernest Saves Christmas. Where's that from? I've seen bathtub film better than this movie.
What? Oh my goodness.
Two guys that sit in a booth, constantly criticizing a little green guy.
You're gonna. What? What is
I'm going to let you ruminate on that for a while. So I want to mention that our good friend Tori Nixon is watching as well.
Tori Nixon?
Tori
Hi,
Nixon.
Tori.
Tori is a player, apparently playing. I'm not sure what her character name is, but good for you, Tori.
Is it just Tori? I think it's just Tori.
Is there a Tori there?
I'll look for the names.
I keep hearing to my left. I just keep hearing the word Tori, so I'm assuming that it's in
She's
fact
on here
Tori.
somewhere. It's interesting seeing how many people have gotten a number of questions right, but fewer points because they needed more time.
That's right. Yeah.
To answer.
Maybe they're consulting with their children.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fun. This is.
Oh, there's Tori. You're right. Yeah.
There it is,
she
number 42.
Yes.
With 1,154 points, she's almost right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah. And Tori of course, is a Film.Ca legend.
Is she?
Oh yeah, she was very involved in setting up our social media campaign. She filmed the very first, and I think she wrote it too, if I'm not mistaken, the very first of those crazy viral commercials that we do.
Oh, I love.
Yeah,
I
that
love the
involved
ads.
me being assailed or
The cheesier the advertisement, the
cheesier
better.
the better. So she was she's the originator of that whole process.
Rhiannon,
So.
there's the Bailey Buddies, Sarah M, Sylvester Long, the Hedgehogs. I don't know if that's a Disney set.
No,
but I like
Hedgehogs.
the team name. The
Hedgehogs is DreamWorld or DreamWorks, isn't it? Oh, I'm thinking of Under the Hedge.
Yes.
Yeah, over the hedge. Over the hedge.
That's the river. It's the Mason.
Oh,
family.
Lascaris family. They've all basically worked here at some point. They're a great group.
The print on our monitor we're getting prompted from is very small.
It is very tiny. Yes.
It's hard. Mitch, please, which is a very. The Mickey Mouses.
Wouldn't it be the Mickey Mice?
It would be the Mickey Mice.
Yeah, you would be mouses.
Yes.
So are we just finished the set, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, what do we...
Yes.
Madam Producer, do we have anything else to show? We're going to do another round, but before we do another round, I just wanted to mention that you will only have a short period of time left to
there's
order.
only an hour left for you to order your delicious snacks.
That's right, from Skip the Dishes, Uber Eats, or DoorDash. And
you can call here directly too.
You can call here directly at 905-338-6322.
Jeff, what is your favorite movie snack from the concession bar?
I think it's Twizzlers, red Twizzlers.
Twizzlers?
Yeah.
Why Twizzlers?
I don't really know. I've just been, I don't know. It's just my favorite snack. That, of course, and popcorn.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but Twizzlers are my favorite. That for me is Nirvana. It's having a Coke Zero, a package of Twizzlers. And popcorn.
And so hold on, if you're holding onto the Coke in one hand and the Twizzlers
That's why
in
we
the
installed Coke cup holders just for me, just so we could juggle my snacking needs.
So that way you can be eating Twizzlers with one hand, popcorn with another, and then sipping from your Coke.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
The straw. That's great.
Yes. And on that note, on that visual representation, let's move on to our next session.
Question 31. Dots. There we go. Complete the following quote. Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. But what comes next?
Don't look in Bob's pocket.
So I have worked for a children's camp for the better part of a decade, and we all have nicknames or camp names.
Right.
Mine is Lumiere, and I'm named after the dancing candlestick from Beauty and the Beast.
Wow.
Who says this line in the song Be Our Guest, try the gray stuff, it's delicious, don't believe me, ask the dishes.
That's right.
They can sing and they can
Do you speak French?
Oui. Je parle français.
Nice.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I'm nicknamed. So Light was the name, and then they asked in French, and of course, it being a Disney character, the name stuck.
So this was kind of a tricky question because one of the answers was "Don't trust me, ask the dishes."
The dishes.
So
No,
21%, 20% got duped.
Yeah.
We're sorry for that. Okay, let's move on to 32. Did I mention we have 59 questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're more than halfway through.
Yeah.
Which of the following were not animals featured in the Disney animated film version of Aladdin? Tiger, monkey, parrot, or lion? Well, there were no dolphins either, but I know that for sure.
Or drop bears.
What?
Or drop bears.
There were no, but of course, one of them heavily featured in The Lion King.
Yes.
But not so much Aladdin.
That's right.
Or Lion.
Or the upcoming crossover sequel, Aladdin meets the Lion King.
Oh no.
No.
That sounds like a bad 90s Disney Channel special.
Or direct to VHS.
Direct to VHS.
Yeah.
Well, some of the direct to VHS movies are great.
Yeah.
And some of them
are not.
Are Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True.
Oh man, there's some bad VHS.
There are some bad ones.
Direct to video.
Or The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2.
That's right. Well, you know what?
Oh boy.
Disney Plus had to come from somewhere, right?
Yeah. Who was the first male villain to appear in a Disney film? Gaston, Scar, Captain Hook, or Shan Yu?
Now, this surprises me.
It took this long? That's amazing, because 3 of these movies came out in the 1990s.
Yeah.
But Peter Pan.
I'm going to guess. Yeah.
That was 1955.
I was going to guess C.
Yeah,
but
it took 20 years.
But I mean, Pete. If you think of Pete.
Pete, right? Pete. So Mickey's neighbor, Pete.
Yeah.
Goofy's. Right, Pete. I guess he was never in a feature film though.
I guess so. But it doesn't say feature film, so yeah. I was surprised by that. But Captain Hook.
Captain Hook, I guess, would be the first male villain in a. Wow. All right, let's go on to question 34. How many sons does Gaston want from Beauty and the Beast? This is, of course, the scene when Gaston is trying to propose to Belle.
That's right.
He
takes
his boots off, and there's mud everywhere, and holes in his socks, and ruins her furniture. And,
what a catch!
Yeah.
What a catch!
Yes. They'll be scampering around the living room. We'll have 6 or 7.
That's right.
Dogs? No, strapping young boys.
That's right. But he was obviously thinking that before COVID.
Right.
Because you wouldn't want to have 6 or 7
and also,
children.
I hope not thinking there'd be 7 kids in that cottage Belle lives in.
Oh, that's right.
Because it's one living room, and that would be very cramped.
Oh, most of you got it right again. We're going to have to make these questions harder.
That's
right.
We would. Hey, if you want more Disney trivia, let us know. And if we need it easier, harder, you got other trivia ideas. Who is the youngest Disney princess? I remember this was another one of our test questions.
It was.
We both got this wrong.
That's right.
And I was stunned when I learned the answer because I went home and looked it up.
Was it right?
It was right.
Oh, okay, good.
It's right. But it's, so I thought it had been Aurora because she's 16 in Sleeping
Yeah.
Beauty, but
And
it's Snow White.
And I think I said, we had 10 test questions,
Right.
and I think I said Belle.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's Snow White. She's supposed to be 14.
Really?
She's 14. That's brilliant. Although a lot of people seem to, look at that, 57% of the audience got it.
57% of the audience are smarter than we are.
Clearly.
Yeah.
That's a hard question. What fruit was used in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to poison Snow White?
I thought it was dragon fruit, but anyway.
So there's pear. There's prickly pear.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
That could be. I love the idea that it's one of these other fruits that
Yeah.
the witch comes with a basket of. This is no ordinary banana.
That's right.
This is a wishing banana. One bite and all your dreams come true.
And of
It's a
course,
wishing banana.
of course, it was apple.
Apples.
An iconic.
One of those great shots when
Yeah.
Snow White's arm falls and the apple.
But somebody did pick banana.
Did somebody pick banana?
I think somebody's just having us on.
I think someone's having a great time.
Yeah.
And/or has given up on winning and is now just picking their
Could be.
favorite answer.
Yeah.
This is a line from a song.
It is.
Yes. Which Disney villain in this quote is this quote referring to?
Yep.
If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. To feel her is to know a sudden chill. Cruella,
Cruella DeVille. There we go.
One of my favorite villains.
Yeah.
So stylish. So mean.
I didn't like her because she smoked.
No.
That always made me crazy.
No, especially it's such a long cigarette.
I know.
Which just means she's not just doing it to smoke, she's doing it to show off.
Okay, 38.
Who is the only Disney princess
Oh,
with a tattoo?
Bob.
Bob has tattoos. Bob definitely he has a lower back Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's right.
Now this is another tricky question. Because I bet you a lot of people are going to say Moana,
Yeah.
but it's Pocahontas.
Actually, this was one of our 10 in our test,
Yeah.
and I said Moana.
But it's Pocahontas. She has the arm tattoo.
Yeah.
She has the band around with the arrows pointing down,
Yeah.
like a compass.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is one of the props that's so pivotal to the movie.
Yeah.
Look, it's almost split exactly.
See, yeah, so 41% of people agreed with me.
It was Moana.
Yeah.
But Maui's got a lot of tattoos.
Because Maui is covered, like from
Right.
head to toe. Yeah, that's
But
right.
Moana is,
Yeah,
she's just got the patterned skirt.
that's right. Let's move on.
Ooh. This is a fun question.
It is.
Which is the smallest theme park at Disney World? Is it Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, or Epcot? Now, what is the metric? Is this a surface area, like land itself?
I think it's probably land. I think that's the way they would refer to it.
Now, the largest theme park in the world by land itself is Animal Kingdom.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's because of the Savannah, but it's Magic Kingdom in this
It's the
case, which
smallest.
surprises people.
Because a lot of people would say Hollywood Studios, but it's just so much of it is undeveloped.
That's
or
right.
backstage
Yeah,
areas.
that's right. Yeah.
But they've also got some of the big rides too, right?
They do.
Big
they do.
footprint.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, but you know what? This is kind of a trick
That
question.
is, yes.
Yeah.
That is true. That's a hard question. And most people did guess Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
That's. Oh,
Oh,
this is a tough one.
it is.
Thurl Ravenscroft is the narrator in the ride The Haunted Mansion. But what Winnie the Pooh character does he provide the voice for?
Now, do you know the answer to this now? Because I went home and looked it up.
I remember looking this up, and it had a different answer than the actual one. Because according to IMDb, he's just the voice of the Black Pot in the Heffalumps and Woozle sequence. He's just a piece of kitchenware.
Apparently, he's Tigger.
But apparently he's Tigger.
Yeah.
And,
And when you play the voiceover in your head, you can hear it because he's got a very distinctive voice.
right.
So Thurl Ravenscroft, who else is he?
Oh, he's played a bazillion characters. He
Yes.
was in The Brave Little Toaster.
Yep.
He was in The Sword of the Stone. He was
right.
in Robin Hood. A lot of people guessed Tigger.
Yep.
Yeah, most people got this.
Well,
one
they're
right.
smarter than we are.
He's also done a lot of voices in the theme park, so you can hear him in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's right.
Country Bear, the
Yep.
Country Bear Jamboree.
I think he's the bison in that, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah,
He's
he's
the
the
bison.
bison. And of course, outside of Disney, he's Tony the Tiger.
That's right. For 50 years.
Yep.
Something like that.
And he sings the Grinch song. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. There you go.
I like the spontaneous sing-alongs that we've gotten to do for this.
Yes.
It's making my heart
Nobody's
happy.
ever been able to get me to sing on camera before.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know. I'm not sure what it is.
I'm glad you've joined me, though.
So Brittany's still moving.
Brittany's still
yeah.
the commanding lead.
Donald Duck is.
Yeah.
Donald Duck is.
Donald Duck is in third.
Is in third.
I would love to know, Donald Duck, if you have an alter ego that we could shout you out on. You're playing so well. Jordan is still right there, though. He's got 32 correct. But Brittany, it seems like Brittany and Jordan are answering as fast, but she's just happened to get more right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, yeah.
So I think they both got 9 out of 10 that last round. There's... Yep. So I mentioned my friend Taryn, who's playing from Ottawa. She didn't get in to play on the game, but she says currently she's in at 32 out of 40.
Oh, she's
yes.
scoring herself?
Yes, she's scoring herself.
Okay.
Yes, and she also wants to ask how many eggs that Gaston eats. Is that one? I think that's one of the questions we had and had to cut from the game because we picked some questions that we were going to do tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
No, just in case. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't remember if that's in there. Or not.
Because I know it was in the original 100 cut.
Right.
Whether it made to the
Yep.
59 cut, I'm not sure because
No,
we
I'm
started
not
with
sure.
100 questions.
Right.
Now, one of the things that we do here at Film.Ca Cinemas is we have our kids camp.
Yeah.
And of course, like everything else, we've had to shut it down. We tried to stay open for March break, but we realized
That wasn't going to be.
it wasn't going to be safe, and so we made the decision to shut it down before the government told us to. But we pivoted to online kids camp. So we've actually in a surviving through COVID way, we've actually developed online filmmaker camps
And
for our
are you
kids.
going to be running these this summer too?
Well, right now the province, as you know, has said that
Right.
summer day camps are on.
Right.
So we are planning right now for summer day camps. If you want to register your child for our summer filmmaker camps, you can. We're not taking money for it right now because we're not sure that it's happening. So if you want to
You
go
just make a reservation.
make a reservation, and then once we're sure it's happening, then we will ask for payment.
That's
But
a
if
great system.
it's the system, we always sell out every year. It's extremely popular. The kids actually go through the process of writing, casting, costuming, producing, editing, the whole film.
And then they get a premiere to watch their movie.
We get
here on the big
we
screen.
do a red carpet premiere and people, they can bring their kids. Sorry, they can bring their kids. I hope
They
the
can
kids
bring-
can't bring their kids. They can bring their grandparents. Oh man.
They bring their parents.
They bring their parents, their
families.
grandparents, their friends, and it's like a Hollywood premiere, so it's a lot of fun. And the kids do other things too. They do crafts, they have outdoor play, they watch movies. Whatever the big movie is at the time, they can watch that and generally by themselves, which is kind of fun. They get the theater themselves.
Oh, they get a
so-
private show?
Yeah, so
Oh, that's
we're really
cool.
hoping that the kids program will be on this summer, but we will be operating virtual
camps
camps.
for sure.
Yeah, that's something I think we'll probably carry on doing. It's going to be one of those hidden benefits of COVID. That may be sacrilegious to say, but we've learned a lot about how to like deliver food, for example, and have our kids programming. So you'll see that coming up soon. But it's a lot of fun. It's my office is right next door to one of the classrooms/studios, and I spend the entire summer listening to these kids making their movies and doing all that stuff. So it's a ton of
It's got
fun.
to be so pleasant to listen to all the kids having a good time and making their movies.
Yes,
and
it's-
also so distracting.
Yes, it's pleasant. It's very pleasant.
It's
Especially when
enjoyable.
they start ramming into the walls. Hey, Bryn, do we have the kids camp video? We don't have that. I don't have the kids camp video to play, unfortunately.
But again, you could see that on your website if you're interested.
There's
in
lots,
more.
and so you go to film.ca/kids, and there's lots of information on that program.
Or YouTube.
Oh, if you go to YouTube, the entire collection of the kids' movies are on YouTube.
Oh, so you can even watch past
Yeah.
projects done in earlier summers.
Many, many years
If
back.
you go on YouTube, you
Yeah.
can see the whole library.
That's right, and our YouTube channel is youtube.com/Film.Ca Cinemas. There's no dot in the
So
Film.Ca.
just Film.Ca.
Film.Ca Cinemas, and the entire collection of films are there. Some of them are hilarious. The kids are amazing. What they're able to do and watch it. We have some kids that come back year after year after year after year, and it's
That's got to be cool to see their filmography build as they come back.
And my goal is eventually, some of them are going to become filmmakers, and I'm really hoping that they're going to remember us and give me a discount on film rent. Maybe not.
Should we get back to this?
Let's get back. Let's get back to this. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting down to the wire now. I think there's only 2 more rounds left.
Yeah.
And then we'll have our big winner. But first of all, question 41. What is the name of Jafar's parrot from Aladdin?
And it's not Polly.
Oh. So in a few weeks, I'm going to be participating in an online production of Othello by Shakespeare.
Nice.
With Oakville's Knockout Theater Company. But this character was named after a famous character in Othello.
Of course, yeah. Iago. Yeah.
And famously, of course, Iago flips to be one of the good guys against Jafar in future movies and the TV show. And so Iago he's named after because, of course, he's the double crosser.
He's a great character, but he was terrible in the Enchanted Tiki Room when they switched over.
No, that was a bad redesign. For
so glad they came back to the original
show
characters.
Was so
yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I know this.
Oh, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so when Disney World opened in October of 1971, who gave the opening day speech? So by process of elimination, we know it wasn't Walt Disney because he'd passed away.
It was his brother Roy.
Right, it was his brother?
Yeah. So Roy Disney was his partner in everything. They were best friends, and Roy had retired. And
he came back
came back because he wanted to help deliver on Walt's dream. Walt was possessed to get Walt Disney World built, and he had his, even though he died in 1966, December 1966, his fingerprints were all over that park. He chose it. He negotiated the deal.
That had been his secret project for years,
even
leading up to his death.
Yeah.
And he did as much as he could.
You know what the project? You know what the project was called?
The Florida Project, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Florida Project. Yeah.
That's also the name of Sean.
Sorry, no, it wasn't the Florida Project.
No,
that's the movie. It was Project Future, because they didn't want to give. Yeah, they didn't want to give.
Oh shoot! We've moved on to the next question.
Oh,
whoops.
Thanks, Bryn.
Which Disney? No, she's keeping us on schedule. She's definitely right. But which Disney villain checks in with a magic mirror about the current state of her beauty? We know it isn't Bob.
Well, Bob is quite good looking.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, Bob doesn't need a mirror to tell him that he's the fairest of them all.
That's right.
It's the evil queen. Oh, and again, all but one who said Maleficent.
But let me Roy took, he managed the process. Like he drove this park, and so sadly he died shortly after the park opened. I don't know exactly the date, but it was like a year afterwards.
Wow.
So
but lucky that he got to see it finally.
That's right.
Finished.
And here's one little thing to let you know about. In the parks, there is an homage to both Walt and Roy. Do you know what that is?
Is it not the partner statue?
The partners is Walt.
You're right.
But what's Roy's?
I don't know.
Roy's sitting on a bench with Minnie Mouse.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know that. It's in Town Square.
That's right. I knew you knew it. They're facing each other.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's right by the flagpole. All right. Question 44. Disney World's Main Street was inspired in part by what town? Senoia, Georgia, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Marceline, Missouri, and Cooperstown, New York.
Now, I got tricked up on this in a trivia contest I was doing once.
I know the answer to this.
Now,
it's Marceline,
no,
Missouri.
it's Senoia.
What?
Yeah, I said the same thing. So I was and I was so certain of my answer.
Disneyland's is based on Marceline, Missouri. It's because Disney World has a different Main Street.
That's right.
Oh. And of course, Georgia's right next to Florida. Look, there's a lot of people who said, Marceline and the other Georgia answer too.
Yeah. Yeah, I got messed up on that.
I didn't read the question.
Yeah.
I didn't read the question. What is the most frequent cause of death for Disney villains? Poison, old age, evil spells, falling. Well, it's not old age. But that's not usually how the movies end. I don't know this, but I'm going to guess falling.
I think you're right. Yeah, it is falling. Yeah.
A lot of fall.
Yeah.
Yep. Clayton falls. Gaston falls.
And
Mother Gothel falls.
man, we are dealing with some serious
evil.
Disney fans here.
Disney
wow.
Experts.
Yeah.
Disney elites.
Yeah, Bryn, pause for it. Don't go to the next
aficionados.
question. Are there any comments maybe we could read? Let's see.
Let me see what else is
I don't want to spend a
coming
ton
up.
of time doing this, but people are writing to us, and we should
Yeah.
acknowledge that.
Yeah, it's
What's that?
I think we've got somebody else monitoring.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Jenna's.
A lot of excited people. It's so great to see all the people having fun and playing along at home.
Okay, well, you know what? We don't have to spend. I was concerned. I forgot that Jenna was monitoring and she's responding to
that's
the
good.
comments. So we're
Okay.
not ignoring people. We don't want to ignore anybody.
No.
So part of the team is our social media manager is monitoring all the comments. So thank you, Jenna.
Thanks, Jenna.
Question 46, please, Bryn.
Let's see. How many times? Oh, so this is before
This-
COVID-19.
This is an interesting question. I know
Yeah.
the answer to this because I actually saw this on a news report recently.
Right. How many
And-
times has Disney World closed? Not so. This doesn't include its
Not
current
including
closure,
COVID. Yeah,
as it closed on March 16th.
that's right. It's 8 times.
And you know what? Most of them were for.
They're mostly for
Hurricanes.
and
I believe the September 11th attacks.
9/11,
was
that's
the
right.
Other,
Yeah.
was the other one.
That's right.
That's the only non-hurricane occasion.
yeah.
Oh wow! Whoa! 4 people. I don't know who you 4 are, but that's either a very good guess or a good fact. All right, 47. Scar from The Lion King has a scar over which body part? His eye, his shoulder, his face and ear, his chest.
And E is his appendix.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have Jenna watching the comments because I'm looking and there's over 500 of them now.
Oh my goodness.
So I can't read that fast.
They like us.
No,
they really, really like
Well,
us.
we're glad people are watching. Thanks so much for spending your Saturday night joining us
Yeah.
for trivia. Now, the answer is A, his eye.
That's right. Yeah.
And I love it because that's one of the distinguishing features of the mask that's part of Scar's costume in the stage show.
Have you seen the stage show?
Yes, so I've seen it 6 times.
Oh my goodness.
It is my absolute favorite piece of theater ever created.
Where'd you see it?
I've seen it in Toronto 4 times and New York twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody got this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's his eye, but that's the defining feature of the mask. And Mufasa's is perfectly round like a sun, but Scar's mask is crooked on purpose, and the jagged line that cuts it from being symmetrical is the scar on his eye.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to 48.
Who are the darling children in the movie Peter Pan?
Aren't all children darling?
I would say so. I like kids.
Okay.
I really like spending time with kids, but I think the darling children in the movie Peter Pan are the characters.
Oh, yes, of
who are
course.
in the movie.
And they're probably darling as well.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Well, so the reason it's capitalized because their surname is Darling.
Yeah,
They're the Darling family,
I get that.
and the names are
Wendy, Michael, and John.
yes. It is not Terry, Sean, and Michael.
Sarah, Brian, and Jack.
Yes. Everybody got it.
Wow.
Good job.
Well, everybody's seen Peter Pan. At least one of the versions of Peter Pan.
Or everybody simultaneously guessed correctly.
There is a new Peter Pan in production.
Is there really?
Yeah, yeah. Just
What band? Oh, I love this. What band was the original choice for featured artist for Disney World's Hollywood Studios Rock and Roller Coaster?
original choice. Interesting.
I thought it was the Rolling Stones.
Interesting.
I thought it was the Rolling Stones who were the first people to get the offer, but I don't see them here.
No. Bon Jovi?
Really?
That's shocking.
So it's currently Aerosmith.
That's
but-
right, it's Aerosmith. And apparently their contract's over.
And they just like being on the ride, I guess.
No, I think that there's some move afoot to
to-
retheme the ride.
Oh, I hope not. I love
Yeah.
the pre-show where Aerosmith comes in and
I'm sure that
Steven Tyler gives everyone the backstage passes.
Disney will come up with something equally as good. You know that. Yeah.
I love the rock and
But everybody's with us. Bon Jovi seems weird. Not that Bon Jovi's weird, but
No.
the choice is weird.
So speaking of weird, who is Bambi's best friend?
Why is that weird?
Is it? Well, I don't have a best friend who is a talking animal. It's
I do.
you do?
Oh yeah. of
Is
course.
it Bob?
It's Bob.
It's Bob.
How did you know?
It's as funny as it would be to be Stitch. And still a great movie commercial. No, Thumper.
Thumper, yeah, the
Thumper,
rabbit.
Thumper the rabbit.
Yeah.
Thumper, and of course their skunk friend Flower.
They all knew that. Boy, these are some Disney. These are some Disney scholars, man.
There's some high. Most people, if we look on the leaderboards, right, you can see a lot of people have gotten a lot of the questions right. So it's not just their fast answers; their percentage of correct answers is very high.
Brittany's still in the lead.
Speaking of that leaderboard, but it's not decided yet.
No.
Jordan and Donald Duck could still pull it off.
Now we have 9 questions left.
There's 9 to go. There's one more round.
Yep.
Brittany is still in the lead with 3,800 points and 44 out of 50.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
A great score.
That's pretty impressive. Now I want to tell you about something, Tyler. Something that's really interesting.
Yeah.
One of the things that with this COVID thing that we're dealing with right now, this thing. It's difficult being a small business operator during this time.
I can imagine.
And
you know what? As a customer, I have missed being in your theater seats the last few months.
It's difficult not having you here, and it's difficult not having what's even more important to keep a business going, and that is the capital coming or the cash coming in. So we are doing our best to weather the storm. Like we are now over 2 months since we've been closed, and this is an expensive place to run. But we've been so blessed by our community because they have rallied around us in a stunning way, and they've supported us with a number of things. They've been buying film cards, our gift cards, we call them film cards here, which are basically, if you buy a $50 gift card, it gives us the cash flow now, and then you use it later on. And you can use
it when you reopen.
When we reopen.
Enjoy a great night at the movies.
Or you can buy food with it, you can register for kids programs with it. Whatever Film.Ca offers, you can use the film card. We're also part of an app called Distantly.ca. It's actually a website which has been designed specifically to support small businesses through COVID-19. And so it's a way to contribute. If you don't want the gift card and you want to contribute, whether anonymously or you just want to say thank you for what we've done over the years and make sure we have some cash flow, you go to Distantly.ca. But the funnest one, if funnest is a word, I don't think it is actually, but the one that's most fun.
The most exciting.
The most exciting is our Buy a Seat program. And the Buy a Seat program is way down there and I can't reach it. I'm gonna have to get out of my seat.
I would offer to help,
I
can't.
I'm gonna have to get out of my seat for a moment, and I'm gonna grab this.
So I heard about this and I loved this idea.
Yeah.
I just bought my seat today.
Oh wow, thank you.
Well, I'm excited to have my own seat here at Film.Ca cinemas, right in the cinema.
So now what Buy a Seat program is it's a way to support us, and it's $150 a seat. And in return for $150, you get a night out at the movies when we are open again. So you get 2 admissions, popcorn and drinks. But I think what's most fun is that you get a plaque. And these plaques are installed on a seat of your choice in the theater.
So you can pick a seat in theater 1, 2, or 3.
That's right. We'd like to go to 4 and 5 as well, but we'll see if we sell at 1, 2, and 3. Now we've done very well with them. I mean, there's been lots sold already. I mean, lots.
And that's the first batch of the plaques.
This is our first. So we have our first, I believe, 60 in, and we're going to start installing those next week. And we want to thank all these wonderful people: the Cohen family, Bob Herod. The people who produced this.
Can we show this to the
sure.
so people can see what it looks like?
Yeah, the Oakville Festival for Film and Fine Arts through Wendy Donan. She donated. Mansell Serrano, who is one of our former staff. I mean, just all kinds of great people have come forward and have put up their $150 and picked a seat of their choice. Now, you don't have to pick it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I bought my seat today, but I still don't know which cinema I want, and I also don't know what I want on my plaque yet.
So what's going to happen, now we'll use you as the example.
Okay.
So since you've purchased your seat, you're going to get an email from us, and we're going to basically say thank you, and you'll get your pass but we'll also ask you what your first choice and second choice is of a seat location. Also, what you'd like on the seat.
What to say on the plaque?
Yeah, so on the plaque itself, there's up to 2 lines, and we say 20 characters per line, but we can actually squeeze them, or we can actually put logos on too. So Instant Print, which is one of our great friends, Jeff and Anita Parker here in town, they're producing all these plaques for us. They bought a couple plaques, and they've actually put their logo on it to say our business supports Film.Ca. And these are going to stay on here basically in perpetuity. We have no intention of removing them. It's not like, a couple months and they're done.
I remember Disney ran a Leave a Legacy campaign and a similar thing when they were building the entrance to Epcot.
That's right.
But also the new entrance to the Magic Kingdom. And
That's
you could
right.
buy a little brick So
Yeah.
I think this whole process is very cool that you get to have,
Yeah.
for me, who loves coming to the movies so
Yeah.
often, right? It's for me to have a seat in my favorite movie theater
Yeah, exactly.
and to have my name on it.
So if
I
you're
see.
if you're interested in participating, it's easy. Go to buyaseat.ca. That's BUYA seat SEAT.ca. You can also, there's links from our webpage as well. Super simple. We take all major credit cards, and we certainly appreciate your support. It goes a long way to helping us keep the bills paid while we're closed, and keeps us able to do things like our free trivia night.
And again, even just for you being here tonight, thanks so much for playing with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you haven't gotten your snacks yet, I think you still got half an hour to. You got a little bit of time left. I should actually, if I want Zuzu's pizza after this, I should place it in order. But in the meantime,
Carrie Leanne has sent us a message on Facebook, and she says, if the answer doesn't come up, can you remind Jeff to tell us what the tallest building is?
at Disney World.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
I haven't
I will.
forgotten.
I will.
Because I also want to know.
Okay, so Bryn, let's move on to our last 9 questions. The big 9. Drum roll, please.
It's the last round.
There we go.
Which movie features the following characters of Duchess, Marie, Berlioz, and Billy Boss? Now, this is a really well-written question because it could plausibly be any of these.
But it's only one of them.
It is only one of
It
them.
is only one
and
of
that
them.
answer is B, the Aristocats.
Aristocats, yes.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
Does Thurl Ravenscroft do a voice in this movie as well?
I think so.
I think so,
I
too.
don't remember what it is.
I remember his voice in that movie though, but I can't for the
Well,
life
he's
of me.
credited as somebody.
Doesn't he play a trumpet?
He's the cat who. Maybe he is the cat who plays the trumpet. I just don't remember what the name is.
I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to Google that.
Well, I can do it too. I got it right here. Let's see what.
Let's go to the next question while we Google that.
Yeah.
Who was late in the animated version of Alice in Wonderland?
Who was late? Oh, my IMDb's not working.
Oh dear.
All right. You'll have to look it up. Sorry, my app's frozen.
That's okay. So who was late
Late.
in the animated version of Alice in Wonderland?
Well, he was late for a very important date.
The White Rabbit.
No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. I remember when I was in high school, I played the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. It was a nightmare in the makeup chair, trying to get all the paint and
can
the
imagine.
whiskers and the nose and.
And this is, of course, everybody knows this question. These
Oh,
are
yeah.
too easy. These are too easy.
That's,
Let's,
some of them are hard.
let's
some of
cancel
them
the
are
whole
easy.
game and start over again with tougher questions.
What princess is the first Pixar character to become an official Disney princess? Oh man, I hope people were paying attention when we named all the princesses earlier.
Exactly, yeah.
Be a good,
Yeah.
Gabe, practically giving this one away. It's if you said Bob, you are correct. And if anyone wrote that on the screen, I'm going to be extremely delighted.
I'm hoping somebody wrote Bob.
No, it is Merida.
didn't-
Merida from Brave.
They didn't write Bob.
No, but someone wrote Tangled
Oh,
and
jeez.
Little Bomb Pep and the Wreck-It Ralph girl. Vanellope.
But you know what? That's what I said when
It's
we were
true,
doing, because
you
it was
did.
in the 10 questions.
But it's
I
not
said
a
Penelope.
Pixar movie.
That's right.
That's the Wreck-It Ralph is from Walt Disney Animation Studios,
Yes.
not Pixar. Merida is the correct answer.
Yeah.
I don't know who Bo Peep is.
I think it'd be kind of like Bo Peep.
It's Bo Peep if she went Bonnie and Clyde and started stealing from the toy store. She would be the Bo Peep in the case.
Okay.
Let's move on to
Let's
question
move on.
54. What is the name of Goofy's son? Jerry, George, Max, or Mark?
Do you remember the Goofy movie?
Yes, I do. That came out the year I was born.
Oh, really?
That excellent year.
Oh man,
Yes.
you're really dating me.
Yes.
My kids, we
Well,
watched.
I watch it too, and I still.
We watched it over and over again, and the music. It's funny. There's been this reemergence of people reenacting the song from what's the
Stand Out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Stand
there's
Out.
people like doing live
Power
action versions of it.
lines,
It's fun.
Something.
Max, it's of course Max.
Max.
Max Goof is his name, and everybody got that right.
A lot of it, 89%, so a good chunk. Okay, we're in the home stretch. We only have 5 questions left. When Disney World first opened, what was the cost of general admission?
Oh man, it's a lot less than it is today.
Oh boy, yeah, it's almost a 50th of what it is today. Now I'm fairly confident The answer is B, $3.50.
And I think that you're 100%
I think
right.
that, yeah, okay, so it's $3.50. And they didn't have tickets at Disney World because when at Disneyland it used to be letter coupons based on the kind of ride.
I think that they had those at Disney World as well.
Did they?
I'm not positive, but I think they did.
Okay.
I'm not positive though. And when you hear the expression, that's an e-ticket attraction.
Right.
That comes from of course,
the letter
Disney.
coupons.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Because the e-ticket was for the big
Biggest
attractions.
and the big. When they first opened, it was ABC.
That's right.
And as they got more elaborate, they had a D, and then finally
That's right.
E. And I guess that they're wise not to have an F-ticket attraction because that just F for failure, right? You can't.
That's
have,
right. Yeah.
There's no failures at Disneyland. There's
Okay.
also no freebies, but
Definitely no freebies.
No.
Yeah. Although they do give away stickers.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the stickers. Whose castle is in Disneyland? If you were listening, I think Jeff said this earlier.
Did I?
Yeah, you were talking about the different castles.
Yeah, but did
they were made of.
I say the other one?
I think so.
Okay. Well, then, if you're listening, you got the answer. I thought I remember specifically not saying
Oh, it might have been the test, the rehearsal we did. I
Yeah,
think it was
I
actually in
think so,
rehearsal,
yeah,
not in
yeah.
this show. But the answer, the
It's
original castle.
Sleeping Beauty's Castle. Yeah. Which was also Walt's first feature film.
Yeah, and I think that's why they chose it to be the theme for the
Yeah,
castle.
absolutely. Yeah. Do you know that there are literally hundreds of cats that live in the Disney?
the Disney parks to help with the vermin.
That's right.
Yeah, and they have big cats in Florida to help with the alligators that try and infest the theme park.
Now, the cats thing is interesting because at one point the Sleeping Beauty castle was like horrendously overrun by cats. They got out of control. This was long, like this was early days. And anyway, let's move on. 56, 57.
57 coming up.
Oh, I'm glad.
What is the tallest structure in Disney World's Magic Kingdom?
I'm glad he didn't give it away.
Yep. So it's time.
Yep.
It's time. What is that? Now looking at the choices, I think I could make a pretty confident guess what the answer is. And I want, now that the timer's done, I want to guess it's Expedition Everest?
No, it's Cinderella's castle.
It's Cinderella Castle.
Yeah. And how tall is Cinderella Castle?
199 feet.
That's right, yeah. The I just did a quick check. What's the second tallest building in
Is it the Tower of Terror?
Nope.
No? What is it?
I'll give you one more guess.
If it's not Tower of Terror,
I'm gonna say original park. So in Magic
so
Kingdom.
is it Space? No, I would say Spaceship Earth would have been my next guess.
No.
So Space Mountain?
It's sorry, I probably misled you when I said original park. It's in the original development.
The original development, the contemporary.
Yes, right. The contemporary resort.
Hotel.
That's right.
That's
And then the new Grand Destino Tower is the next one on Disney property. That's next tallest.
That's the new hotel that just opened.
That's just opened. Yeah. I mean,
So
technically, the Dolphin, which isn't owned by Walt Disney, is taller than Destino.
I've stayed at the Dolphin once before, and the
really?
restaurants there are amazing.
I've heard really good things about it.
It's not quite a Disney hotel,
Yeah.
but it's nice. But the food is awesome.
Yeah. Well, you get access to all the Disney perks by being there.
Oh, yeah.
And the coolest part, of course, is you can literally walk to the boardwalk
Right.
and take a friendship or walk to Epcot. So it's
And
a really
Hollywood Studios.
and Hollywood Studios. A bit of a walk, or you can take a friendship to Hollywood
Yeah,
Studios
but
as
from
well.
the Dolphin, it's only a 15-minute walk.
Yeah,
not far.
that's true. That's true.
All right, there's
15
two,
minutes as you walk, baby.
there's
I
two
hobble.
questions left. What is the name of Captain Hook's sidekick? LeFou, Banzo, Smee, Colin. All of these are excellent choices.
They are.
I know only one of them is right, but imagine if that's what he called out. Colin!
It wouldn't be so good.
Row faster, Colin!
Yeah. What he does say is he says, Smee!
Row faster, Mr. Smee!
Yeah. Okay,
Six,
Everybody got that
wow,
one.
95, but there's one question left.
there's one question left. Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Oh, so it looks like Brittany is
Brittany's
going
going
to
to
be our
take
big
it.
winner
Yep,
tonight.
yep.
I think,
But everybody's a winner because we all had fun.
and everyone got to play.
Everybody got to play.
Everybody learned some great new Disney.
I learned some stuff.
I learned some stuff. It's. But there's one question still left.
Bryn, take us to the end of our trivia.
Question
Festival.
59. What is the name
Oh,
of the
great
secret
question.
tunnel system
Great question.
located beneath Disney's Magic Kingdom? one of the greatest tall tales that is true is that the Disney's Magic Kingdom in Florida is the second floor
That's right.
of the theme park.
That's
It's
right.
The first floor.
I was just going to say that's a bit of a misnomer. Yeah.
But they are underneath the theme park,
That's
and they
right.
are the utilidors.
Yep.
And some people I love some of these answers. The underground catacombs, the magic tunnels, the magic trail.
Beer?
Toonall. What? A heart. Railway. Mouse trail. The secret lane. Under Disney. The magic maze. Hello, goodbye.
Now-
Club 66.
As a
5 people got
twice
the
as good as
utilities.
Club 33.
33,
So as a former Disney cast member, you know why they wanted that, right?
Yes, and so that way, cast members from different lands and different costumes wouldn't be walking through the
That's
wrong
right.
section.
That's right.
So you wouldn't see an astronaut in Adventureland.
That's right. And
Or
that was
you
one
wouldn't
of
see a cowboy in Fantasy.
it was one of Disney's pet peeves, Walt's pet peeves. That and the fact that he didn't buy all the land around the Anaheim park.
Yes, so we could have expanded.
Yeah, and controlled the crazy, attractions and cheaper motels that have grown up
popped
around
up
it.
around it.
Yeah, but that was one of the things that he insisted on. So they didn't do it with the other parks, but certainly at Magic Kingdom. Have you been in the utilidors?
I have been inside the utilities.
Yeah.
My first day of Disney training, all new employees get to go through.
Oh, do they do the Heritage course down there? Oh, they do that at the
Traditions.
casting center. Traditions,
Yeah.
not Heritage.
So,
yeah.
so your orientation, everybody goes in. All right, we have the final scores.
Brittany Kay is our big winner tonight. Jordan is in second place,
Congratulations.
and Donald Duck is in third place. So we, in fact, have 1, 2, 3 prizes. And so Brittany, Jordan, and Donald Duck. Brittany will get first choice, Jordan will get second choice, and Donald Duck will get third choice.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sad I don't get the prizes.
Yeah, well, that one is pretty cool, the Mickey Mouse box.
That's a pretty amazing.
I didn't mention before, the other 2 items come out of my collection, because I have quite a collection of Disney items, and those are out of my collection.
Brittany got 52 out of 59 questions right tonight. That's amazing. That's a very good score. Jordan and Donald Duck, you should also be very proud. Some of these were hard questions. And also MK, Disney Princess, Zoe, all the runners-up who were just out of the top 3. Some really great Disney knowledge.
Now, to our 3 winners, please contact us right away on social media or by email. Preferably social media. Just send us a message. Let us know your email address, and we can mail them to you, or you can pick them up at the theater.
We'd be happy to arrange for the prizes.
we can
Thanks
have-
everybody for playing.
Thank you so much for being with us and spending a fun Saturday evening with us. And thank you very much, Tyler, for being with us
Yeah,
tonight.
Jeff, thanks so much for having me. This has been a great time.
It's been a lot of fun. If you liked what happened tonight with our second in our second in our trivia, live trivia nights, let us know what you think and what we can do better, and what you'd like to see in the future. Because we probably do more of these as we go on. They won't all be Disney. There'll be various things. We'll probably do one evening just on the various roles that Bob has had over the years.
Of course, Bob's extensive Disney filmography.
That's right.
Yes.
And
Disney legend.
Exactly. So with that, I want to once again thank you so much. Keep in mind our various propositions to raise some funds for Film.Ca while we're waiting for the day when we can reopen. Again, there's the snacks and
Very good
food.
snacks.
Very good snacks and food through DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Skip the Dishes, or even now Direct. We run this Friday through Sunday in the evenings only, and we also of course have Distantly.ca. You can buy a seat like Tyler. Do what Tyler does. Do what Tyler does and buy a seat. And of course, buying a gift card is probably the best value of all, because it's a dollar for dollar value. If you're going to come back to the movies, come to the movies just to help us have that cash flow now while we wait for the glorious day when we can return to business once again. There's some great movies in the hopper. The studios haven't sent them all off to video. There's still some great movies coming up.
I've been watching a lot of movies on demand and on my computer and on streaming sites, and it's not the same.
It's not the same. It never will be the same.
There's some great movies out there, but it's just not the same experience as sitting in a chair and seeing it on a big screen.
Yeah.
And I know it is currently not safe. So I know it's the right thing to do to wait at home, but I am so looking forward to the day when we get to have that communal experience again.
Trust me, I am too. And so is my entire team. So for Tyler, myself, for Bryn, our producer tonight, we want to thank you very much for tuning in.
Jenna, too?
Oh, of course,
Yeah,
Jenna.
Jenna.
How can we forget Jenna? Jenna, who is not in the building. She's physically distant in another secret location in the utilidors. No, I'm just kidding.
The utilidors.
Yes. So thanks everybody for being here, and stay tuned to our social media to learn what our next trivia night is. Stay safe, everybody, and we'll see you real soon